lights. Vengeance will be mine. Paul Sloan, tonight is the place when the Flyfield Pals is going to finally get his hands on you. And let me tell you something, pal. You are going to receive the biggest apprenticeship of your life, courtesy at the Flyfield Pals.
You want to see some heavy stuff? We're going to be here.
Welcome everyone to UWA Wrestling Rampage. This week, Too Far Gone defend the tag team titles against two teams, Puppeteer and Jody and Mad Dog and Johnny Storm. Plus, it's the long-awaited grudge match between Flying Phil Powers and his former protege Paul Sloan.
Vengeance will be mine!
We'll find out within the hour just who will walk out of the Broadway Theatre barking with their honour intact. And Danny Royal issues a special challenge.
It seems that Danny Royal has had a rough deal of late. Now this is the deal. Mel Mason, senior official, I'm sick of it.
As we head to ringside, we'll be seeing the first appearance by Mad Dog McPhee and Johnny Storm since Steve Linsky was sensationally forced to leave the UWA last week. Ironically, Mad Dog and Johnny will now compete in a title match that Linsky signed for them.
Amicus! This is your lucky night!
However, the competition will be fierce. As a result of his singles victory over Paul Terrell last week, Jody and Puppeteer have been allowed into this match in a bid to claim the belts that once were theirs. And what about the champions, Too Far Gone? Since winning the titles, Paul Terrell and Steve Morocco have gone from strength to strength.
Too Far Gone, Paul Terrell, Steve Morocco, and the UWA Tag Team Champions, yeah!
With the help of smiling Ian Harrison, they defeated the Death Squad.
Paul Terrell into the corner. Oh! And the referee's out! The referee is out!
And here comes Smiley!
Oh dear!
Oh no! Well, we feared that he would be the secret weapon employed by Too Far Gone, and now with the referee out, Stone Cold, he's come into play!
And even briefly took Iron Duke Lynch's prized custom-built scooter.
It's over! Completely disposed of!
3 teams, 2 belts. The battle is about to begin.
And coming to the ring first, the former UWA Tag Team Championship and recently reformed partnership of Jody Flash and Big Papa T.
Welcome to UWA Wrestling Rampage. I'm Simon Bridlington. Joining me is Steve Morgan, and here we go. What a match we have to kick off Rampage this week, Steve. We have what is effectively known as a 3-way dance. We have 3 tag teams competing for the UWA Tag Team title. Now, as you know, Steve, that
Are you going to let me get a word in edgeways here?
Jody
You don't have to tell me what we know. I know. I saw it for myself. Last week, Jody Flash beat Paul Terrell, and that means that he'll get a tag team title shot alongside Big Papa T, who we've seen there grooving and moving with the good people here tonight, up against Too Far Gone. But the main title contenders, if I'm not right, and if I'm not, then please correct me, were Mad Dog and Johnny Storm. But where are they? Are they going to come in? Are they going to have a piece of the action? You tell me.
Well, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, Mad Dog McPhee and Johnny Storm. Here they come now. To no music.
This is the first time we've seen them since Steve Linsky was sensationally booted out of the UWA. They've got no music. Did Linsky take their music with him when he packed his bags? I don't know, but I certainly shed a tear or two.
Yeah,
And
well,
I'm certainly sure these two guys with. I don't know. Johnny Storm ended up on bad terms with Linsky. Linsky was slapping his chops, as I remember.
yeah, well, what I've heard Steve Linsky is about. But yes, this is right. Steve Linsky is effectively out of the UWA forever after Mad Dog McPhee, Johnny Storm, and the Highlander Drew McDonald lost to the anarchist Doug Williams. And what a match.
Oh, and here comes the music now. And Johnny Storm saying I can move better than Big Papa T. Although that's debatable.
Breakdancing on the stage there.
Well, I wouldn't really call it that. It looks like someone having a fit.
And look at that, Papa T looking on as if to say, yeah, I can dance better than that, baby. We love Papa T. Don't we love Papa T, Steve?
Well, you know, what is love? You know.
Well,
I think it was Howard Jones who said that.
Or Hadaway. But yes, and here comes the UWA Tag Team Champions. Here it is, it's Too Far Gone. And Steve, what a match they've got on. Not one set of opponents, but two. And basically, what?
Ian Harrison has got his dirty mitts on the tiny girl.
You see, Steve?
I don't believe it. I should have listened to you when you said last week you'd seen them in the absence of the Death Squad talking to Steve Morocco. But now Ian Harrison, who I'm not even too sure about his involvement with Too Far Gone, got his hands around them, and wouldn't we all?
Well, I cannot believe it. So, Too Far Gone not only have Ian Harrison as backup, they now have the Tiny Girls, it would seem.
He's a big lad, that Harrison nipper, though, isn't he?
He is indeed. Unlucky to have lost to the Highlander Drew McDonald, but put up one hell of a fight, I thought, Steve.
He certainly did.
But the Tiny Girls, what are the Death Squad going to say to this? I mean, do they know?
Well, there's going to be a lot of anger. There's no doubt about that.
And they're just waving to you there, Steve. Did you see that?
I did. But Too Far Gone are a tag team, as I've told you. Oh, it's all kicking off there between Rebecca and the Tiny Girls. But Too Far Gone, as I said last week, are a tag team that I have started to like the look of. They've matured over the past month or so. There's an added venom to their approach in the game now. There's a verve, there's a swagger.
Well, yes, I agree with you there, but just to let the viewers at home, let them know what the rules are, it goes like this. If Johnny Storm and Jody Flash are wrestling, now if Johnny, say, pins Jody, then they will become the tag team champions. So it means that Too Far Gone do not have to be in the ring to lose. Do you understand that, Steve?
Not a word of it.
Basically, if anybody pins anybody else, then they will become the UWA Tag Team Champions. It doesn't have to be a pin on Too Far Gone.
But why didn't you just say that in the first place?
Because I was trying to explain to the viewers at home.
Look at Rebecca.
Yes,
she's looking very nasty. There's a bit of contempt there between the Tiny Girls and her.
Yes, indeed there is, Steve. But the other little point to make about the rules is...
Oh, here we go again.
That
I hope you're sitting comfortably at home, viewers, because this could go on for an hour.
Basically, only two wrestlers in a ring at the same time. But anybody can tag anybody in. Now,
Right.
if you don't understand, I mean, that is idiot English for you.
You couldn't have said it better myself. Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. Now you've got me started. What's going on here?
Let's get back to action. Steve Morocco there with a headlock on Jody Flash there. Keeping it on again. Steve Morocco there. The powerhouse of Too Far Gone. As you can see there, demonstrating.
Jody Flash.
You were going to say, I know.
Down like a sack of sugar. And it'll just show you, I said earlier about Too Far Gone, this added edge that they've got to their game, which they've developed over recent months. There's two teams here who want that tag team title more than anything. More than anything. And Too Far Gone will do whatever they have to do to keep it.
Well, let's face it,
They're
Steve.
the champions, and as far as they're concerned, that's the way it'll stay.
Yes, but the thing is, it's going to be so difficult for them to keep hold of them belts because anybody can pin anybody. It's like I said, Jody Flash and Johnny
don't
Storm.
start again. let's not get bogged down in that again.
But Jody Flash taking control, drop kick, beautiful moves, and look at that! Athleticism, and look at this, beautiful, but Paul Terrell right back in there, taking control. We've yet to see Johnny Storm or Mad Dog McPhee in there yet, Steve.
Look at this, Paul Terrell is ready. He is ready. He's brought in Johnny Storm.
Yeah, exactly. So do you see what I mean? You don't have to tag your own partner.
Yeah, but they know what they're doing. They do know what they're doing.
Anyway, Steve, what else have we got on this action-packed hour?
Well, we've got the biggie coming up later on. Phil Powers up against his former protege, Paul Sloan. Some bad blood there in that contest. Plus, we've got a special challenge for Danny Royal. That to come, but first, we have this triple tag team challenge.
And what a match it is. I'm not going to explain the rules again, Steve, but...
No, well, don't, please.
Oh, look at that. Johnny Storm using his head and backdrops Jody. Oh, look at these moves. Back and forth. Flips back into the ring. Oh, beautiful move. Sunset flip over. No. What's this? Oh, dear me. We get a 2 count. And look at this. You see, Paul Terrell. Look at this.
Well, it's their title. It's their title. They can do what they want.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. They've got to save the title, but if they just stand on the ring apron and wait, then they're going to lose that belt. They need to keep their eye on it all the time, be in control, and I think we should take another look. Beautiful moves from Jody Flash there. Beautiful. And look at this. Double teaming now on Jody Flash.
Well, this contest is gonna get worse, and there's more to come. So join us after the break.
Welcome back to UWA Wrestling Rampage.
Bridlington, save your breath, because during the break, I went out, and I am now very pleased to welcome into the commentary box someone I've just found out loitering by the snack and burger bar, somewhere you're normally at, actually, Bridlington. Steve Linsky, manager extraordinaire. Steve, come on in, make yourself at home.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Steve. It's a pleasure to be here. Now, get these ferrets, get these large sandwiches, get them out of here.
We will. Steve, very quickly, what's your response to your departure from the UWA?
Well, Steve, what can I say? I mean, this is, as this Bridlington says, is such a miscarriage of justice. I mean, I got my lawyers working on this as we speak, and believe you me, I'll be back. I will be back. I mean, look at it. You got Johnny Storm and Mad Dog McPhee in there fighting a match that I signed. Can you believe this?
Okay.
Can you? Oh, I
so
can't
you
believe
are
it.
going to mount a legal challenge.
Hey,
Mr. Linsky, thanks for joining us. Thank you. I know you're a very busy man, so I'll let you depart now. And, well, there you have it, folks. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. He will mount a legal challenge. And what is Paul Terrell going to mount now? Is that it?
2, 3. We got a 3 count. Why did you let him in here?
And that is it. Paul Terrell, Steve Morocco, Too Far Gone, have retained their tag team title.
Yes, Steve, as you said, Too Far Gone are still the UWA Tag Team Champions. Why on earth did you let him in here?
Well, they took on the challenge of Jody Flash, Big Papa T, and Mad Dog McPhee, and Johnny Storm, and overcame both those challenges and proved why they are worthy champions and worthy holders of those 2 belts. The belts, let us not forget, that were made by the Death Squad.
And let
the
us not
Death
forget,
Squad will
Steve,
be outraged to see those belts being held by the tiny girl.
But Steve,
well, Mad Dog holding Johnny Storm there.
Steve,
and now Ian Harrison holding both tiny girls.
Steve,
this
please,
is an outrage.
Steve, please, let me explain something. We need to get this sorted out. I mean, you let Steve Linsky in here. I mean, he lost. Legitimately, he is now out of the UWA. He lost that. Legally, he shouldn't even be in here.
Well, I'm not going to concern myself with that. Let's take a look at how this match was won and indeed lost.
Yes, both competitors there going for the same move but missing. Paul Terrell coming into the center of the ring, getting both wrestlers on top of each other, going to the top rope there. Beautiful splash off the top, and here comes a cover. 2, 3, and that's it. Too Far Gone retaining the UWA Tag Team titles.
Well, coming up next, we've got Phil Powers up against his former protege, Paul Sloan. But let us right now take a look at the story behind that match.
Once, they were the best of friends. In the cutthroat world of professional wrestling, they watched each other's backs.
Here, Phil Powers.
What's he doing? What's he doing? Get that man out of there!
But as one star shone brightly, another grew impatient. When Phil Powers faced a double threat, Paul Sloan was there to even the score.
And here comes Paul Sloan. Yes, here he comes clearing the ring. What does Baldy want now?
But when Phil Powers put his career in the trusted hands of the protege, Paul Sloan seized the opportunity.
That's it!
You know what that means, Steve? You know what that means? I don't believe this.
The belt will change hands, and the new TV champion is Hot Stuff Stevie Knight.
An explanation and an apology were just a prelude to a deep betrayal.
This is sickening.
No.
Yes! Oh my word!
Phil Powers has lost his title, lost his dignity, and most importantly, he has lost a friend.
Finish him off!
Well, 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 Paul Sloan, it's showtime in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to get my hands around your throat and I'm going to smash and I'm going to break your nose. It doesn't matter how it's done because the Fly Phil Powers is going to serve you your apprenticeship like I should have done months ago. And let me tell you something, Paul Sloan, I'm going to punch you in that nose and there's going to be blood spurting all down your face and it ain't going to be pretty, Paul Sloan. I am going to destroy ya. Phil Powers, that is it. I've had enough of you. I'm not your protege, I'm not your boy. I'm going to beat your skinny little ass to the ground. You won't be clapping your hands, you won't be screaming. All I'm going to do is beat you to a bloody mess.
Now the time for talk is over. Now is the time for vengeance.
And making his way to the ring, from Barking in London, the ex-protege.
Well, there we see Paul Sloan entering the ring there, trying to stop the ring announcer from making
I
his
thought he was
announcement.
going to slap the ring announcer, and if he was going to do it, I was going to be the first to congratulate him.
Well, with bated breath, we wait for the one, the only, the flyer, Phil Powers, and what a grudge match this is going to be. Pupil versus teacher, and Phil straight in there.
He just dropped his tea tray. What is Powers doing? That is desperation. What is going on? What did
Oh!
Have they both...
Swinging neck breaker, and
I
oh!
think Powers has just been to a Tupperware party and he's come back with what he bought.
Look at
Oh,
this.
he's taking his belt off now and gonna whip him. Oh, what a great wrestler you are, Powers.
Yeah, it's okay, but the anger that has built up inside of Phil Powers and Michinoku Driver there. Phil Powers is hot to trot tonight. I tell you, there's so much anger built up there. He took Paul Sloan from the streets, taught him everything he knew, and Paul Sloan has thrown it all back in his face. Oh, beautiful double clothesline there.
Yeah, Paul throwing in a bit more back in his face there. But if you look at his reasons for turning on his former mentor, it was because he felt that Phil Powers had been corrupted by the success or the degree of success that he'd experienced within the UWA. And he felt it had to be left to him to teach him a lesson. And that's what he's setting out to do right now.
Oh, huge slaps there across the chest. Oh!
What
dear
is
me.
Powers doing with that tray?
dear me, honestly. I mean, is this match actually sanctioned to be a anything goes match? I believe it is, but dear me, look at this. Punches to the head there. Oh, Phil takes him down.
Why are they both wearing denim? Is it meant to be informal?
It's a hardcore match,
Where's
isn't
the
it?
lycra that we've become accustomed to?
Lycra nothing, but I think Paul Sloan's nose is actually being busted open there. I believe I can see a little bit of blood there. Oh, dear me. Paul Sloan ran right into the boot of Phil Powers there. And Phil picking up a belt. No, Phil, this is not a match.
Now you're seeing the real Phil Powers. Dirty. Scheming.
Evil.
That is the real Phil Powers.
No, it
People
isn't.
of Britain, wake up.
No,
that's why Paul Sloan has to teach him a lesson. That's why Paul Sloan is justified in his motives for wanting to take him on.
Well, I don't believe they're there. Look at the blood streaming from Paul Sloan's nose there. I mean, that's a lot of blood.
Well, it's a big nose.
Well, I don't know about that, Steve, but this is not the Phil Powers that I've known over the years.
Well, I've heard you've known him pretty damn well.
Well, yeah, he's quite a good friend, actually, Steve.
You've told me he's quite a pretty boy as well. Huh? Come on, you can be honest with us.
No, come on, Steve.
Let's
be serious. Let us be serious. The Phil Powers that I know and respect, this is not the Phil Powers I really know. I'm used to seeing Phil Powers wrestling a technical, high-flying sort of match. I'm not used to seeing Phil Powers in a hardcore style match.
Well, that's why this man has been corrupted. He's changed. He is not the man who once took Paul Sloan under his wing and taught him everything he knew. And that's why, that was one of the major reasons that Paul Sloan turned against him. Because he felt that he had been spoiled by that
At this beautiful move
And now
there.
Paul Sloan will dish out justice. He will dish it out here before our very eyes. Although at the moment it doesn't look as though either of them could dish out anything. Phil Powers and Paul Sloan, dazed and confused, and again.
Oh, what a shot there.
They're using the bedpans that Phil Powers brought into the ring. I don't know what sort of a strategy that was. Maybe he went off to his favourite hospice before the fight.
Look at this. Phil getting built up there, catches Paul in between his legs and rams his head right into the canvas. I've got to correct myself. Yes, this is the hardest sort of hardcore match I've seen Phil Powers in. The last match he had with Kerry Cabrero, although it wasn't to this extent, but some people may call slightly hardcore.
I'd heard you'd seen Phil Powers in quite a few hardcore matchups.
But look at this now. Phil slapping Paul around the face, a leg drop there. This is, oh no.
Out comes
Phil.
the bedpan. He's down and dirty.
Oh my word. Oh! Do we have a cover? One, no!
And Paul Sloan now.
1, 2, no! I've got to say that Paul...
That count was slow. There's no doubt about that. And Mr. Bridlington, I think you will agree. I thought for a second there the pupil was going to beat the master.
Oh my word! I don't believe it. Such strength there by Paul Sloan. Come on, cover. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count there, Steve. My word. And look, Paul getting his... No, I thought he was trying to get a belt off there.
He's just kicking him around the ring like a piece of meat. And both fighters have got to draw on every last reserve of energy. Make sure you've still got plenty and join us after the break.
Welcome back. Here we have... Oh, my word! I say welcome
Look at the
back.
whip marks. Look at the whip marks on Paul Sloan's back from the brutal treatment that he has been subjected to in the ring from Phil Powers.
And Phil suplexes him back into the ring.
Where he belongs, some would say.
Well, and another suplex. Fisherman suplex 2. Oh, 2.5 there. Paul Sloan kicking out at the very last millisecond there.
Well, we said before this fight that there was a lot of bad blood. It was a real grudge match and a real history between these two fighters. But I don't think any of us would have predicted it to have been the bad-tempered, ugly affair that it has been. Would you not agree, Mr. Bridlington?
I would certainly agree with you on that, Steve.
As an elder statesman of the sport, can you remember seeing anything quite like this?
Not like that, no. We have a 2, 3.
And that's it! Paul Sloan doesn't even know what's going on. And Phil Powers, the master, has beaten the pupil.
Well, Steve,
and
I wasn't entirely surprised.
If you ask Paul Sloan what happened, he wouldn't even know. But Phil Powers used everything at his disposal, from his belt to a bedpan.
And Paul Sloan is still down on the canvas there, just crawling out of the ring there. And there we see Phil Powers.
Look at him. He's laid flat out on the floor. And Powers has barely got the energy to do a somersault. Well, a victory somersault. But let's take a look at how that match was won by Phil Powers.
A pick up and a fall away slam there. Phil climbing the ropes.
Just look how tired both fighters are. Paul Sloan barely moving, and Phil Powers can barely get his carcass onto the ropes, and he comes down there, and there it was. Job done for Phil Powers.
Well, yes, justice for Phil Powers, but let's see a man who hasn't had any justice.
Danny Royal must be thinking he was born under a bad sign. It certainly hasn't been a good year for British beef.
He's certainly getting plenty of support here this evening.
Well, he's a likeable guy.
Despite being popular and talented, Danny Royal has never quite hit a winning streak.
He's 100% British beef. He's a big, powerful guy with a 2 count there. Chris Daniels again gets the shoulder up just at the last second. And a rake of the eyes. Whipping Danny off. Danny ducks under the clothesline. Drops it. Full Nelson drop. I've never seen any move like that before. Chris Daniels got his foot on the ropes there on that pinfall attempt there. Otherwise,
Danny's not happy about that. Really not happy. He's going to have to watch himself, because the Fallen Angel knows all the tricks in the book.
That's the angel wings. That's the angel wings. That's one of his trademark moves, but he's not going for the cover. Why not?
Well, Danny can't take his eye off him for a second.
Picks him up. What's this going to be? That's the last strikes. That's the last strikes. 1,
Will it
2,
be?
3.
He's got him. This is basically a wrestling civil war. It's friend against friend. It's brother against brother. It's father against wife. It's granddad against grandmammy. Stop me, Ross, if I'm just exaggerating too much.
Steve, thanks for those interesting points. Steve Morgan once again proving he knows the difference between a power slam and a power drill, as Danny Royal is eliminated.
He was robbed of his UWA title shot when Steve Linsky persuaded him to put it on the line against Drew McDonald. The Highlander, the American, and an exposed turnbuckle put an end to Danny's title dream.
Danny might have done some serious damage there. Drew picks him up easily for a powerbomb.
See, Danny Royal should have stopped talking to Linsky.
When Danny did finally meet the Anarchist, Johnny Storm's theft of the belt led to the Anarchist abandoning the match. Danny defeated the champion, but a count-out victory meant he did not win the title.
What's here? What's he done now? He's got the belt!
He's grabbed the belt. Doug Williams is chasing him. Danny's still in the ring. I don't think he knows what's happening. Even some kids are trying to catch him. Make a citizen's arrest. But he's fled! He's fled the arena with Doug Williams in hot pursuit with that belt!
To make up for his ill treatment, UWA officials granted the Beefman a shot at Stevie Knight's TV title. But crafty Hot Stuff said it already picked a contender.
Danny Royal, you think that you've got a title shot against me right here, right now? Well, Danny Royal, I've got a little surprise for you. You see?
Here we go.
You see, in my opinion, Danny Royal, you are not a good enough challenger for me. You're not in good enough shape. You're a has-been. You lose every show you've worked on the UWA. You are not a viable contender. Get him back, referee. You are not a viable contender. I have decided the one man who is good enough for a title shot against me, bring your carcass out here, the world-famous athlete, Tom Monroe.
Yes, that's right. He is a man in better shape than Danny Royal. He is a fine example of male athleticism.
To ensure fair play, Danny appointed himself special guest referee, but in the end he had no choice but to count Stevie Knight to a successful title defense. Danny then took advantage of his contract to face Stevie Knight, but even though he won cleanly by pinfall, he once again left without a title, as Stevie Knight had already defended the belt that same night. Danny Royal has defeated the UWA champion and the television champion, and he is coming to the ring to demand justice.
And making his way to the ring to issue a special challenge, will you please welcome British Beef, Danny Royal.
Well, here we are, Danny Royal, a man who in the past has been, well, treated not so fairly.
Before I start, I'd like to say one thing. Every single time I've got in this ring, I've been screwed out of something or other. I should be standing here now with 2 belts around my waist. And the one thing I'd like to say to each and every one of you people is thank you. You have seen me screwed out of everything and still you cheer me. So I'd like to dedicate this match now to each and every one of you people out there. Let's hear it for the UWA! It seems that Danny Royal has had a rough deal of late. Now this is the deal. Mel Mason, senior official, I'm sick of it. Right here, right now, me, Doug Williams, for the UWA heavyweight title. Tell me, Mel, tell me it's gonna be.
Listen to what you said. You deserved it, you want it, you are gonna get it right now!
So here we go. The match is set. Danny Royal is now gonna face. Nothing's gonna stop this match from going on. He is gonna face the anarchist, Doug Williams.
After weeks of whinging and moaning, the anarchist will not shirk the challenge of facing Danny Royal for the UWA heavyweight title. But my God, how much moaning have we had to put up with from Danny Royal? He's like a little girl. Oh, you've seen me cheating out of this, I've been cheating out of that. And he's going to dedicate it to that mob of brain-dead people out there. Well, that says a lot about Danny Royal.
I've got to disagree with you there, Steve. Danny Royal has been cheated out of a lot of title matches, the TV championship, the UWA heavyweight championship, but yet, like you say, Doug Williams is not going to duck the challenge. It's not Doug's fault.
Well, what do you mean it's not Doug's fault? It's not Doug's fault because Danny Royal has gone crying and whinging to every UWA official there is.
Oh, will you be serious? Look at that move there. 1, 2, oh, barely a 2 count.
Well, I tell you what, let's see what Danny Royal is made of now. Let's see, he's got the fight he wanted, and it could prove to be an historic fight here on UWA Wrestling Rampage, because it is actually the last edition of the current series of Wrestling Rampage. But I can tell you, you can keep in contact with us via the UWA hotline, which is about to be relaunched and revamped, bringing you up to date with matches in this country, the United States, and all around the world. The numbers at the end of the show.
But back to live action here as Danny Royal taking control. And do we have a count? 2. Oh, just a 2 count, Steve. As you say, this is an historic matchup.
What is Mal Mason doing refereeing this match? Would you want him anywhere near the ring?
Well, he's a
scares
senior.
me.
He's a senior official of the Ultimate
He's like
Wrestling
Lurch out of the
Alliance.
Addams family. He gives kids in the front row nightmares, that fella. Get out of there! You're scaring me!
Mal Mason.
There's enough ugly wrestlers in the UWA to do that job. I don't need the UWA officials frightening me as well.
The most senior UWA official, I might add, Steve. Mal Mason has been a referee. Oh, beautiful suplex. 2. No, sorry, as I was saying, Steve, Mal Mason has been a referee for countless years in the UK and in Germany. He's a well-respected referee, Steve.
I like you, guy. I spoke to him earlier. I asked him if it was cold underground this morning. I did say, would he give my love to Roy Orbison when he goes back? No, he's a nice guy. You've got nothing against him.
Honestly, Steve, I tell you what, why don't you leave this commentary box, go down to ringside and say that to his face? I bet you won't.
There's too much hot action like this with the Anarchist in dynamic form. And that's what I mean. Danny Royal's got his fight now. He's been crying for long enough. He's got his fight. Let's see if he's big enough, man enough to take it.
1, 2, oh, a 2 count there. Yes, this is evenly matched between these two competitors here, Steve.
Certainly is. But I think the Anarchist has got the edge.
Oh!
And we will see.
1, 2, 3. Oh!
Very, very
thought
tight.
We had a
very,
new.
very tight.
Very tight indeed, Steve.
Well, I think a match I initially thought would be over in the first couple of minutes, I think has got legs. I think this is going to go on for quite a while.
And look at this pinning combination, 2. Oh!
Because there's no doubt about it, both fighters have got a lot of hunger. Make sure you're hungry for more after the break.
In 15 minutes.
Welcome back to Rampage at this historic title match, Steve.
It certainly is. It's a big one. And I'm not just talking about the two guys fighting. Doug Williams flat on his back there, the current UWA heavyweight champion. And Danny Royal, the man who has been craving that title for so long.
And Doug going to the top rope here. What's he going to pull out of his bag? Oh, and he misses! Danny catches him in mid-air. Oh, that was beautifully timed there. And again, oh, the referee gets knocked!
Oh my God! Mal Mason!
I hope he's
the
okay.
Man from the dark side of the moon.
But look at this! Beast bomb! But there's no referee to count. 1, 2, 3. We got a new champion!
No, it wasn't, because Lurch has somehow, I don't know what's happened to him. I think one of the screws, one of the bolts in his neck have come out.
Be serious, Steve. Steve, be serious, because Doug's got hold of his belt.
No.
What's happening? Look. No, Danny, turn around, Danny. Danny, watch out. I know Danny can't hear us from the comment. Look at that. Oh, no, not like this.
Sealed it.
Please, not like
the
this.
Anarchist,
1,
Doug Williams.
2. Oh, kicks out there.
How did he escape that?
This is...
Well, I do think that Lurch's counting there was a little bit slow.
He'd just been knocked out, Steve. Oh, ducks. And here we go, the German suplex. 2. Oh, I thought it was going to be all over right there. Such resilience from Danny Royal there. after being hit by the championship belt. Here we go. Beef bomb. Come on, Danny. 1, 2, 3. Oh! I honestly thought that was going to be it, Steve.
Well, this has been very tight. It's going from one to the other. And a
here
match
we go.
which I thought would be done and dusted early doors.
Oh! Missed!
Has proven
Beef
to be
bomb.
very evenly matched.
1, 2. We have a new champion.
I don't believe it.
We
Doug
have.
Williams has been defeated by British Beef, Danny Royal.
And what a series we've had, Steve.
We have seen the unthinkable in this ring. And the bout now being awarded to the new UWA heavyweight champion, Danny Royal.
Oh, what a beautiful match that was. Back and forth.
Well, a surprising ending, some will say. Doug Williams, much respected. Very much his own man within the UWA, a man alone. But his title now has been passed on to another.
Yes, the Anarchist being dethroned here on Rampage. Here is your new UWA heavyweight champion.
Let's take a look at how that belt was won.
The referee being knocked.
Frankenstein's bolts loosened in his neck. The ref looking for them in the ring. I don't know what that ref was doing. I don't even think he knew. Is he senile, that Mel Mason? I don't know. I don't
But
even
look
think he
at
knew
that.
where he was.
The Anarchist using the belt there.
And you have to say, I have to say that Danny Royal took the punishment that the Anarchist dished out. And in the end, he overcame the fiercest of challengers.
And there we have it. 2 and 3, we have a new champion.
Well, what an episode. We've seen the Tiny Girls jump ship, Phil Powers get revenge, and a new UWA champion crowned. It ain't over, baby, till it's over.
Look at that, because I can't believe what I've seen here. Cabrero goes for the flatliner. Another one's got bit the nuts. I don't know if you'd like to be on the end of that. Drop kick. Suplex, over he goes. Oh, superb! And the people there cheering. Oh my God, I don't believe it! Look at that, look at that! I am gonna destroy ya! Whoa! Look at that! What a great flying maneuver by Phil Powers! See, next step. It takes the two of them. I don't think so. If you blink, you're gonna miss something.